Hello, it's Teresa from the inner sanctums of the 21-22 canned goods supply. I'm going to be doing a Mediterranean stew. I've got a bag of Trader Joe peppers, and the white stuff is eggplant, peeled and chopped, and I've got some mushrooms. I'm going to do it in little pieces and then string it together for you guys so you can watch it at the end. I don't have a lot of time to do it, and we all know I babble. So I'm going to be chopping up, this is elephant garlic. It's gorgeous. It has a denser flavor than regular garlic. And I got an onion or two. There's my second onion. So I'm going to get some things chopping and going and update you in a little bit. It'll take longer to cook than what you see, but it may be easier that way. Okay, I have got the onions and the garlic chopped. Yeah, I'm using that whole huge clove. I love it. I love it to pieces. We got the pan going. We're almost there. And the other, I'm going to use some pepper, some salt. We'll have to strengthen the sauce with some extras. And I have cannellini beans. I usually, with these, I either do oregano. I use oregano. Garbanzo beans, but I wanted to use the cannellini beans today. Mainly because I wanted them out of my way. And we're going to use some ground beef that was on sale for $4.49. Yeah, I just said on sale for $4.49. Alrighty. So I'm going to go put the onions in. I call this a stew, and it's also a dump stew because we're going to put it in there and finish it off. But I like to cook the components a little bit separately so the flavors develop beautifully, and then we can meld them together. Want those guys in there to sweat out a little bit. Alrighty, I'm going to add the ground beef. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, the answer is no. I could not add the beef one-handed. So I got that in there now. Oh, excuse me. And a little bit of salt. And pepper. Yeah, if I had my stand, it would be easier today, but I just got in the mood and started cooking. I'm using this seasoning salt. I like it. They don't sponsor me, but I buy a ton of it, so it must be good. At least to my taste buds. If you have any salt issues or, herb issues, make it the way you would make it with ground beef and onions. This is kind of a good one-pot wonder meal. I used the bag of frozen peppers. I'm using up some of my old cans, some ground beef that was on sale, and we're going to put the lid on this and let it simmer, and I'm going to chop a few more things. Okay, I just took the lid off. Everything looks lovely. Just yummy. So I'm going to, oops, I'm going to fog up the camera. I'm going to transfer it into this pot. And I've got the cannellini beans drained and washed off because that goo on it I'm not particularly fond of. Then I'm going to start the eggplant and peppers and the mushrooms. They exude water, so all three of them are going to go in and exude water. And that's how I'm going to cook them tonight. So that's the next thing, and then we're going to add the sauces and make this lovely. And it's a really quick, easy, hey, I've got ground beef, I've got this, that. I get my Italian seasonings from Winco. You can get them by the pound. I get it by about 4 ounces at a time. And it works great. So let me get to the next step. Be right back. Okay, now you can barely see what's going on in there. I've got the mushrooms, the peppers, the eggplant, and surprise, a box of fresh baby spinach. So we're going to take that and let everybody squish down. Please squish down. Okay. Dang it. There. We're going to let everybody sweat down. Nobody will burn. They will release the waters that they need to. And then I can put them in here with the ground beef and onions. That is still steaming up my phone. So this will take about 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'll start working on my canned sauces. You're going to want to heat this all through and just let it sit and be happy. I made this about an hour before I want to eat it. And that way it's just going to be all happy and yummy. And you'll want to put, oh, this is the topper I'll have to show you. Feta cheese. It's a Mediterranean salad. It wants it. 2 quick tips. I did put some water in the bottom with the eggplant so I didn't scorch. And because I poured from the pan, excuse me, I wiped the side before I put it back on the cooking element, because that way we'll escape the sudden flare with the oil and all that. So that's always good to remember, is have a rag ready to wipe the pan. So that's where we are right now. Okay, so while I had a few minutes, I got the spaghetti sauce going into there. Ooh, whoa. There's some light. So that's mixing in nicely. I did not drain my beef, full disclosure, because when I do that, I find that I lose all the seasonings and flavorings and a little bit of an extra thickening agent. Cook your ground beef and prepare it as you would normally. I'm just showing you some fun ingredients that will make it interesting. Alrighty, I'm going to go stir the veggies. And they seem to be coming along nicely. Spinaches. Okay. So pull the phone away from that. So who hasn't done that? This just looks so nummy. Now you can do, these kind of Italian vegetables with chicken or fish. Anything you want. I'm just doing it in this huge Mediterranean stew because it sounds really yummy. I will not be putting this over any pasta, rice, polenta. This is going to be in the bowl. Eat it up. Love it. So there's that. So we'll give this a little bit more time to cook. Oops. Okay, while we were paused, I did add some more seasoning and the cannellini beans. I was kind of light on my seasonings. I usually am. I gave it a taste and tried it. And there's that. And as you can see, the veggies are just working their way down and will be ready in a few minutes to transfer over, which I will need both hands for, so you guys don't get to watch me try and do that. Did I forget to say anything with this? I peeled the eggplant, but I didn't seed it. I didn't see any reason why. And I just did a rough, normal cut. I call it, farm cut. It's chunky. That's the way I like it. So that's going. I'm going to go transfer it over. So, there we go. So now that you look at it, it is really a stew. You could put it over maybe polenta or thicker noodles, but really this is a stew. It is probably the thickest. It's a thick sauce, but it's what I call a stew. And it's going to look more, chunky than saucy. Sorry, I made myself laugh. Anyway, this is going to come to room temperature for about 10 minutes, and then it's going to sit and be happy, and then I'm going to be eating it up with some crumbled feta cheese and gusto. How's that? Alrighty, like, subscribe if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you. Sorry, it's been a few days since I've done a video, but I figured, hey, I gotta cook this and I want to show you what I'm doing. So we'll see you in the next one.